What's good, everybody? Man, I've been meaning to make this video for I'm talking weeks. I'm talking like back in April. Honestly, this video was in my mind and in my notes and whatnot. So not really overdue. I think this is a good time to drop it because Digimon ReArise just popped up or just came out in Japan. So yeah. But before we even get into anything, I just want to apologize. I want to apologize to all the Digimon viewers out there. I feel so bad. I feel so bad, bro, because Digibattles, obviously you saw we only had 2 episodes, but bro, I'm telling you, the timing of the release for Hacker's Memory and just it was just not good. I mean, school was hectic. We had just got finished with winter break, and this was the time when work was starting to pile up. But that's not even the main issue. The main issue was Monster Hunter World came out. Now listen, I've been waiting for this game for 9 to 10 years. Yes, I've been waiting for Hacker's Memory but come on, Monster Hunter World had just dropped. I was putting in a lot of time on that. And so trying to put in time on Monster Hunter World, trying to make videos on that, which I didn't make too many, but I was trying, Same with this one. I was trying to get through the story. So by the time I got through the story, finally, the game was dead. Dead, absolutely dead. There was not really anybody on. I'd get a match, and it would take like an hour, and that was it. Now, I did find a Digimon community, but that didn't change the fact of having to make the Digimon. And that is the most tedious, time-consuming part, bro. And then they made it even worse in Hacker's Memory. I'll get into that. But so, man, it just things just did not work out at all, and the game was already dead. That's there's not much I could have done to begin with. And honestly, I don't think I'm gonna return or try to at all. I think it's done. We're just gonna scrap it, bro, because it's just there's no point. It takes too much. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. But anyway, let's talk about something that's more positive, all right? Today I want to discuss about the future of Digimon games. I feel like the franchise is picking up steam, okay? So I made this video prior to Hacker's Memory's release talking about this whole thing about Digimon games improving. So I think it's picking up steam, and they're doing a lot of good things. Digimon Adventure Tri, I think I just saw something about another Tri too, like another whole type of movie like that is going to be made, so that's a possibility of coming up. They just released Digimon ReArise, like I had mentioned, and that game, we're going to talk about it now, but it's doing some good things, and it's following the more mainstream type of style of these gacha games, I think. So I think it has a lot of potential when it hits the US. So past the dead PvP community in Hacker's Memory, the game itself was I think it was better than Cyber Sleuth, man. And I had a first impressions video. You should see that now. But that game I think I liked it better than Cyber Sleuth, the first one, because it was a better length, and the aspect that they focused on, which was the hackers, that's just something that I'm interested in. I like that kind of stuff. So the story just grabbed me, bro. It just grabbed me. And then the pacing was perfect, unlike Cyber Sleuth. The first one was a little bit dragged on, but this one was just perfect. And on top of everything, all the new Digimon that they added made it feel like a new region in terms of Pokemon. It just felt, I just loved it, bro. I just loved it. But if you didn't know, back in December when it was just a certain interview, they mentioned the Habu, I forget his first name, Habu though. He's like the producer, main guy, director, whatever, behind the Digimon Stories, Digimon IP, I think, for right now. He mentioned that this game was just a filler. That game wasn't supposed to really break sales or charts or anything like that, because they use the same engine, same story, same world, whatever. So it wasn't even supposed to be anything crazy, and it was crazy, you know what I mean? So, and then now I think I forgot to mention this, the PvP mode, while the community was dead, they really revamped the PvP. They made it more of I don't know, more intuitive. There's more things to do. You don't just go on and battle. You have things to strive for and things like that. So I hope they bring that into the next game. But even though that game was just, supposed to be type of a filler, I think it did so well. And I think the core fans that did play it, even though I think all the people that played Cyber Sleuth most likely played this game. And I think it's just picking up this excitement. There's a lot more people jumping on board with Digimon, I think. So I want to just talk about what I think they should do and what I hope they do, for these future and upcoming games. So for starters, man, I think they need to start trying new things. In that same interview, Habu mentioned, he kind of explained the reason why Hacker's Memory, they decided to use the same engine and kind of just copy Cyber Sleuth. And he said because if they wanted to make a new game that was built from the PS4 built ground up from the PS4, they have to rebuild the engine and make it. And he said that'd take 3 to 4 years. And he felt this would be too much of a gap between this next story game that's going to be coming out. And he says he wants to not dampen dampen the fans' enthusiasm. And he thinks an important part in that is providing them with constant games and Digimon games to be playing. And I think that's why we're getting this nice influx of Digimon mobile games, whether it's a spin-off game or stuff like that. So I think that's why they want to keep this influx of Digimon hitting us. And I think that's a very smart decision. So him saying that makes me think that they might be deciding to do this next game from the ground up on PS4. In reality, this should be the logical step, you know, because Hacker's Memory should be the last Digimon game that is releasing on a handheld device. Because if you look at our counterpart, Pokemon, what are they doing? Now, yes, Switch is no, because the market and the what they kind of try to market themselves as is a home console. So yes, right now Pokemon is finally making the switch from handheld onto console, so Digimon should be doing the same thing. You know, but while I say this, you know, I don't exactly 100% believe that at all, because this is Bandai Namco we're talking about, and if they can finesse us with the least amount of money spent, they will do that. So, you know, I'm not expecting it, but I'm expecting it, I guess. But dog, I think it's very crucial and important to see a new engine for this new Digimon game, and making sure that it's built from the ground up to work on PS4. I'm talking new models, smooth walking animations, all of that. As I just stressed in like all the type of videos I do on this, I think Digimon's, you know, reason and way to shine and stand out from Pokemon, one of the factors should be its graphicalness, okay? Because Pokemon, not just graphicalness, I mean just like the extent of their games, because again, Pokemon is bottlenecked on Nintendo systems, which can only do so much. Proven fact. Look at Monster Hunter World, cannot fit on Switch, whereas, you know, Digimon is on a console that can do a lot more. So I think it needs to utilize this and kind of flaunt it, brag like it's stronger and better than Pokemon, even though maybe the fan base won't say that, you know. The next thing I'd like to see is a story that revolves around us, okay? Not that I don't enjoy these custom characters that they're, you know, showing and everything, but I think, like I said, time for them to make some changes, change it up. You know, they've been having this story, you know, formula. Let's try something brand new. It could be still a story game, like that's not the point of it, but just the format of it. And honestly, there's nothing safer, and I feel like the only thing you could see from it is positive feedback than custom characters, okay? That's something you could try and not really be scared of any bad, you know, feedback from it. When I say custom characters, it starts to make me think of like an RPG, more of an RPG instead of like a story game, you know? I don't know, because you consider Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth an RPG, but I'm thinking of less emphasis on, maybe not less emphasis on the Digimon, but equal emphasis on the Digimon, like building, you know, they grow and evolve, but also your character grows and evolves in terms of custom clothes and things like that, and, you know, maybe other stuff too. So I think that's what I'm trying to think. Honestly, you know, it's kind of like Pokemon. I'm kind of saying I wanted to kind of follow Pokemon, but have its own Digimon world. I think that would be awesome, because listen, I feel like Pokemon's atmosphere is more nature. You know, you're always outside and whatnot, even though a lot of games are always out, but you're always outside, you're in forests, you know, gyms are outside, like it's just some adventure type of thing. Whereas Digimon is more of a realistic view of the world, okay? People have jobs, because Pokemon, what are these dudes doing? These dudes are, you know, Pokemon Center workers. No, these dudes in Digimon are office job workers, things like that. You know, they're doing everyday lives, the things that we do in our world. But then they add the whole Digimon aspect to it. You know, for Hacker's Memory, it was a lot about hackers. So, and that's the thing about it, I love that stuff. So I'm thinking of a Pokemon game, Digimon styled, and then they paint their own atmosphere like they do in the story games. Like I said, that's the type of stuff that interests me more than the nature stuff. So that would be just, shoo! That would be amazing. That would be amazing. The thing about that is, it doesn't have to stray too far away from what Digimon's doing right now, you know? You would have parts, you know, instead of going to a gym or something for Pokemon, we're going to the digital world, okay? Going to the digital world, come back, things like that. So when I say that, that also makes me think of a game, Mega Man Star Force. I don't know if any of y'all have played that on the DS. It's basically like the reincarnation, whatever of you, successor of Mega Man Battle Network series, and that is by far the most my favorite game as a child, I think. Honestly, I really think so. I don't know if y'all have played that. Let me know if you have. But you know, that's the type of open world, that's the type of like atmosphere I'm thinking of, because in that game you would find access points or whatever, and you would go up to like the cyber world, and it was literally just above, you know, the real world. People couldn't see with their normal eyes, things like that. So that was kind of like what I'm thinking will be going on in this new story game, if it is how I'm, you know, depicting it. And so when we think about this, okay, another game, I'm comparing everything today, but so in terms of graphical improvements, if I bring it back down from what I said, I'm thinking about this. So we say Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth is, whenever I made a video saying I think that's like Persona 4. So Persona 4, imagine that Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth is Persona 4. Now in terms of upgrade, I would like to see this new story game to be basically Persona 5. If you give me that, I'm happy. And if you do something more, you know, graphical, because Persona 5 is actually a PS3 game, so if you give me anything more graphical than that, man, you're just being too nice to me. Like, I'm not expecting that much. But honestly though, you know, guys, listen, so this whole doing things differently and trying to follow more mainstream, which I want them to do, they're kind of already doing that. Okay, so with Digimon ReArise, which just got released about 3 days ago, depending when this video goes up, it's following a more Fate Go. Okay, it's literally Fate, what is it, Fate Grand Order. Yeah, that's what it is. Fate Grand Order times Digimon Links. That's what Digimon ReArise is. So as of right now, that's what I'm picking up, because I played it a little bit, not too much, but yeah. Because if you, I literally kind of only played the beginning of Fate Go, and then that's exactly how Digimon ReArise started, and the combat was the same, the gacha was the same, so I'm pretty sure it's kind of like that, just styled with Digimon, and it has some Digimon aspects in it, so that does give it its own like pretty big difference in game mode, but it's still the same kind of concept, format, whatever you want to call it. But if I compare to Digimon Links, man, I think I would love it way more, because Digimon Links was just robbing me of money, bro. Robbing me. For Digimon Links, man, each week you have to like spend minimum $30, $40, $50. Now if you wanted to excel, that's an easy like $100. Shoot, I'm undermining it a lot. I'm telling you, bro, people spend hundreds. Oh my god, they were just finessing us, bro. So that's why I'm thinking Digimon ReArise is not gonna do that as much, and it's gonna be more about the gameplay, more free to play friendly. So there's one thing with that, okay? I can't even be confident in saying that I don't think it will, because for the Japanese version of Digimon Links, I played that extensively. Some of y'all might remember some videos where I was struggling, but I played that extensively. But listen, the whole format for JP into US, nothing alike. There was no chip pools. All there was in the JP version was the Advent Quest. So every week they brought 2 new megas. All you did was grind. The only thing you had to spend money on was kind of stones to replenish your energy, and if you want to do the banner pulls, you could buy stones to do that. That is it. Whereas this one, every week, you know, the events are cool and fun, exciting, but the fact that you gotta drop all this money is just not okay. So I know Great Fan Order is a straight money maker. That shit just prints money, you know what I mean? So if they can follow this format with the whole Digimon name, then I think they could do really good with this, because I was talking to the #1 PV guy in Digimon Links. I was in this Digimon community Discord, and the #1 guy in PvP is there. I'm just talking to him. I'm trying to get in his head, because this man drops bread every week. And so after talking to him for a little bit, I was like interviewing him. I found out the only game he really plays, he doesn't own any other console. The only game he plays is Digimon Links, and all of his money, because I was like, how do you afford all this? He goes, it's just my entertainment money. So again, he doesn't play anything else. So all of his money gets poured into this game. You have people like that out there. If they can do that to Digimon ReArise, that's only beneficial for the IP. So that's what I'm hoping they could do with this new mobile game. But other than that, you know, I think the story and the world that they build in Digimon Story series, I think they're very polished, you know. Now, I don't know about the world. Next Order didn't get too much love, and I enjoyed it, but hardcore fans, you know, not too much. But the story games, they are doing just fine, just fine. I think once they improve the graphics, you know, the mechanics, and just straight up expand all the things you could do in the world and in the games, I think they can really excel, as long as they market it enough as well. So with this new game, I'm just praying. I'm praying for a few things. I'm praying for one, the story is not as long as the first game, because I think if we want the PvP mode to thrive and things like that, I don't know. I feel like it's gotta be it cannot be a 100-hour game, you know. 60 hours is a sweet spot, you know. From there, then we can expand and the end game can be fun. I think competitive battling is a great marketer for your game. It just adds this extendability, and I think that's what makes Pokemon so timeless, honestly. And please, please, please stop making this team building process so tedious. They literally made it harder in Hacker's Memory. The one item to get a bunch of money, drop rate awful. You know, I think there was some other thing I can't think about right now, but they literally added extra steps to get these items needed to build teams efficiently, and they made it harder, more. I'm just like, yo, wow, they made the PvP mode more, you know, robust and exciting, but you made it to get to that point harder. I don't understand that. But on that same note, I hope they can keep that good PvP, because I'm telling you, they made the PvP mode fun. It gave incentive to keep battling and things like that. And I was quite frankly kind of, you know, amazed that it died so fast even after they added these measures into the PvP mode. So anyways, Bandai, if you're out there, please keep that up. Please do that for the next game. All right, please, 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 please. All in all, you know, I think a lot of people are getting on board, enjoying the games more and things like that. So I can see a great future for this franchise, and I hope we can get a successful Digi Battles for this next game, bro. Oh, I hope so. All in all, to end it off, I think the biggest factor that we need to address is one thing. Bandai, do not develop for the Vita. I'm sorry, guys, but I do not want it on this thing. I do not. Now is the most important time, Bandai, okay? It is Pokemon Switch versus Digimon PS4. What y'all gonna do? Other than that's all I gotta say. I will see you all later. Let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comments below. Again, I'm sorry for the Digi Battles. I hope y'all forgive me. We'll hope for the next game. All right. And I'm out of school now, so it's not as much of a problem. So yeah. All right. Anyway, other than that, I will see you all in the next video. Take it easy and God bless. Peace. Alright, we got this.
Back in this bitch while I rap for my clique. I'm a super fly nigga, never bad, never pissed. Going faster than Lumber. If you see me take a pic, I'm a thrash on a nigga. Let me know when I'm a hit. All my veins is gold. You a stranger, know when I be chillin' outside while you 9 to 5. Don't be asking for no cash, cause I'd rather die.